that today is a special Sunday because it's Skylake Sunday. And now I'd like to take the opportunity to tell you a little bit about my experiences at Skylake. It's hard for me to believe that it's nearly been 4 years since I discovered the wonders of Skylake for myself. It really does seem like yesterday that I was debating whether or not I even wanted to give this place a shot. And I'm not going to lie that was easily one of, if not the greatest decision I've ever made, because I don't know where I would be in my life without Skylake. And it's through the generosity of the Lukens Jackson Foundation that I've been fortunate enough to spend the majority of my past summers up there ever since. Anyone who knows me can vouch for this, that whenever Skylake is brought up, even in the slightest, my face just lights up, and I don't have enough good things to say about it. I encourage everyone I talk to go to Skylake, because it's the place on this earth where I feel most at one with nature, God, and myself. And I think that everyone deserves to have that kind of joy in their life. Skylake is the place where you find yourself. Even if you aren't looking or think that you're lost, you will. It's invadable. I can go on and on about Skylake and all the great things about it. Sure, the food is amazing, the facilities are top-notch, and the lake itself and everything around it is breathtaking. But that's not why I love it. Well, don't get me wrong, I do love all those things about camp, but that's not what keeps me coming back. I come back for the sense of belonging I feel at camp. I've never felt like I belonged somewhere more than when I'm at camp. The amount of love that everyone has for each other is unreal. I'm sure that it's only through the Holy Spirit that a love like that can actually exist. Everyone knows each other. Everyone looks out for each other. Just like anywhere you go, everyone is different. But the difference between everywhere else and camp is that instead of being outcasted for so-called not fitting in, every single person is cherished and appreciated for who they are because of their differences, because everyone has Jesus in their hearts. Camp is a place where I can truly be myself and not be afraid or keep anything hidden. I discovered all of this was true the first time I was there, and I have yet to come to realize otherwise. Some of my closest friends I met at camp. In fact, one of my very best friends is the first girl I ever talked to at camp, and I couldn't imagine my life without her. She has made such an impact on me, and if it wasn't for Skylake introducing us, I never would have met her. It is also at camp where I found my love for working with people with special needs. Their ability to love continuously and unconditionally is amazing to me. I'm honored to be in their presence, and I learn so much from them. When I assist at special needs camps and I see the joy on my campers' faces, I have to wonder at the end of the week who had more fun, them or me. I know that in my future I will work with special needs in some way, shape, or form, because I could never give up the pure joy I feel when I'm working with them, and I owe it all to Skylake for showing me that. I count down the days until I'm able to go back to camp, and in case you're wondering, it's 47. I have over a month and a half, and I'm starting to lose my patience. But I'm so excited that this year I'm finally old enough to volunteer counsel. I tell myself it's going to be a great way to give back to the place that has already given me so much. But you all know, and I know, the one who is probably going to be getting the most out of it is me. So if you are able to sign up for camp, then please utilize that opportunity, because I promise you that you'll never regret it. And once again, if you are a financial supporter of Skylake, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Because if it wasn't for you, I never would have been able to discover and be a part of such an amazing place. It has given me courage and the faith to do so many things. Everyone needs a place like Skylake in their lives. Thank you. And now, Barbara Jones will tell us a little more about Skylake.
Thank you, Allison. After hearing Allison, I would think everybody would want to go to camp and support it. We appreciate the wonderful financial support for the Lukens Jackson Skylake camperships by the people and organizations in this church. We were able to send 35 mostly low-income children to camp last summer. In order to send 35 children to camp this summer, it will cost $600 more because the cost of camp goes up every year. The average cost of 1 week of camp is about $425. Every contribution to camp is helpful. One camper that our church supported wrote us a thank you note, and that she also sent a picture, and that picture is on the front of your bulletin today. I just wanted to say thank you for allowing me to go to Skylake Camp. Every year I've had a fun time in the Lord and also enjoyed the many activities at the camp. We hope you will be able to help a child such as this go to camp this summer with your contributions. Please use the envelopes that are in the attendance pads or your pledge envelope to make a contribution to the Lukens-Jackson Sky Lake Campership Fund today. I would like the Lukens-Jackson Committee to stand in front now. This is the committee. We're very small and do a lot of work. Claire, I want to thank you for working on Lukens-Jackson Sky Lake Camp for 38 years. Thank you especially for recruiting elementary children for camp for many years. You have made it possible for many children to enjoy Sky Lake Camp. Carla, thank you for working on Lukens-Jackson Sky Lake Camp for 29 years.
Thank you.
And thank you especially for recruiting for junior high and senior high youth for camp for many years. You have made it possible for many children to enjoy Sky Lake Camp. Phyllis, thank you for your contribution to the church and community. Her grandchildren came today to hear about their grandmother. You have made a positive difference in many lives through your years of faithful service. You serve the community doing the jail ministry and Habitat for Humanity. Thank you for your commitment to serving others. Thank you for serving the Lukens-Jackson Sky Lake Camp for 38 years. You provided a wonderful experience for a large number of children during your 17 years as director of resident camp. We appreciate the years you served as president of the Lukens-Jackson Task Force. You served college youth when you were chair of college scholarships for youth who attended Lukens-Jackson camp. Monica Jones, who received one of the college scholarships, wrote this thank you note. Thank you for your thoughtful and generous help throughout my college career. Especially heartfelt thanks to Mrs. Phyllis Beach.
Barbara, if you would come down. Yep, down one more step. I want to thank you as well for your leadership and all that you do in keeping the committee going through the year and providing opportunities for young people at Sky Lake. Can we affirm all of them one more time for their ministry in our midst?
Thank you for supporting camp.
Always happy to.
I want to break with Mark's tradition, so I brought my own bag, only I think mine's a little prettier than his usually is. He might have to consider switching from that old brown paper bag. So today is a special day because we're talking about Sky Lake. That's right. And at Sky Lake, we go camping. Has anybody here ever gone camping at all? Raise your hand. Yeah. And how many of you have actually camped at Sky Lake? So I brought some things today that we could talk a little bit about the things that you can do at Sky Lake. So let's see. what I have in here first. Oh, this is the best. Marshmallows. What would we do with marshmallows at Sky Lake?
Eat them.
Okay, what? And roast them over a
Fire.
over a campfire. That's right, and have some s'mores. That's one of the best things about camping. I don't care where you're camping, right? Build a fire and roast marshmallows. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. What are these? Goggles. That's right. So where are we going to wear goggles?
When you go swimming in the lake.
When you go swimming in the lake. That's probably one of the really great things about Sky Lake, too. You can go swimming in the lake, and what else can you do in the lake?
Canoeing.
What else?
Paddle boating.
Paddle boating. Anything else that we can do in the lake at Sky Lake? Maybe they have some rowboats there, I think. Do they?
That's
Huh.
canoeing.
Okay. Let's see. Now I've got, let's see if I can get it out of here. What's this? A God's eye. That's right, Lily. And what's that?
Paintbrush.
Thanks, Brent. So what are we going to do with these? What do these represent, things that we can do at Sky Lake?
Crafts.
That's right, arts and crafts. Yep, we do lots of arts and crafts. I think most weeks that you're at Sky Lake, you have the opportunity to do arts and crafts there. And, here, I got this one out of my yard this morning. What is that?
A flower.
So what does that represent about Sky Lake?
You can plant things.
You could plant things, that's right. And you know what? There's a lot of what around the lake?
Plants.
Plants.
Nature.
Nature, that's right. And who created all of that beauty that's out there at Sky Lake for us?
God.
That's why she's an A student. That's right. You can take nature walks around the lake, right, and see all the beauty that God created for us there in the woods, the lake, all the flowers and the plants that are there. All right, I'm getting down to the last thing here, or close to it. What's in here? I see lots of music. So what's something else that we do at Sky Lake?
You sing every meal.
We sing a lot. And now Brent and Melissa actually each year have attended
Music camp.
Where that's pretty much what they do. A lot of singing. They play handbells and the chimes, and they play their instruments. So they do a lot of music. But music is a big part of being at Sky Lake because we love to sing our praises to God, and it's fun, isn't it? Okay. And I think we'll finish with this one. What's this? The Bible. What do you think we might do with the Bible at Sky Lake?
Read from it.
Because who did we say created all that beauty at Sky Lake for us? God. That's right. So we want to make sure that we thank Him for that. So you spend time worshiping by the lake, right? That's fun. Sometimes you might do that at nighttime or early in the morning. So there's lots of fun things that we can do at Sky Lake, and hopefully everybody, every one of you, will take the opportunity to be a camper some year at Sky Lake. I think we've got a few years down there for Danny. But there's a lot of fun things to do there, and our church community helps everybody who wants to go to Sky Lake have an opportunity to go to Sky Lake. So make sure that you take advantage of that opportunity. All right, let's bow our heads for a prayer. Dear God, please help us all to take time out of our busy lives to enjoy the beauty that you've created for us in our world that surrounds us. Thank you. Amen.